Can we be honest? How terrible that was this morning.
It was,
I'm still messed up.
I'm hurting. Like my heart hurt. Like
I'm still
literally.
messed up.
I ran into Rory and he's like, I'm gonna do a full week of Mayhem Athlete,
No,
like
you're not.
both sessions. And I'm like, have you done
today.
the morning yet? And he was like, no, I'm gonna do it now. And I was like, it's gonna be terrible.
Oh my gosh.
I've not. It's maybe the second time I've ever seen you like that.
Yeah.
And I've not ever seen Haley
I don't know
like
if it
that
was like a mix
wrecked
of
over there.
how humid it was. I ran
Yeah.
like 7K last night at 7 o'clock. Didn't
Wow.
really eat. Had a shake right after. I don't know.
I think when it's super humid like that, I feel more affected.
It gets-
for sure.
I was starting to feel claustrophobic.
Yeah.
And I don't really get
Yeah.
claustrophobic, but couldn't breathe.
It's
it
like
was
breathing
super
water.
humid.
Yeah.
It was uncomfortable.
Your body can't cool. It just gets.
So Ben, you should try that one.
You're gonna have so much fun.
Doing it today.
Are you?
He left and was like, "I'm so excited
I'll
to
do
do
about
this
2 hours.
workout after
Are
watching
you
you
gonna
all
do it
die."
here, or are you gonna do it up at the barn?
Here.
Oh, it's
No,
gonna be
but we
hot.
want to watch you do it.
It's
I
gonna be
know.
miserably
Dude,
hot.
I just can't. I don't like working out the barn.
Why?
What?
It's
What?
too hard. I don't know.
It's too hard.
The expectation's
he's
way
on
too
it.
high.
No, there's no expectation. We don't care.
It's there.
It's
Whether
it's
you want it to be or
unspoken.
not.
It'll be much breezier.
It's completely internal. Yeah, it's way breezier up there.
It is
It
breezier.
gets stagnant up here. Oh man, here comes our special guest.
Trexman.
No, actually, I like working at the barn because when I'm here now, I think of it as like I'm just gotta work the whole time.
Yeah.
Whereas there, I mean, I gotta work there too, but you know what I mean.
But you get to have some fun. So
Yeah.
why don't you ever work out there?
I mean,
You've
I
worked
might.
out there once? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna start working out with you guys. That wall ball bike erg.
Oh, 'cause you're
never-
good at that.
Never
Oh.
came back.
Well, that workout was really bad. My legs were hurting.
Yeah,
Like
that
hours
one-
after that, I was walking funny.
That one was a bad one. Was it 27, 21, 15, 9? We
Yeah.
did it 3 times?
3 sets.
Yeah. That sounds about excessive. Like
Yeah.
us.
Sounds typical.
115
I
was
gonna say.
way excessive.
Oh, it was heavy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what else. Plates don't bounce. Like on deadlifts.
Yeah.
Like here, you can
Yeah.
get that bounce.
Oh,
in there.
really?
It doesn't bounce at the barn.
No.
Oh,
they
I
don't.
was like, I thought you were being.
No, I was serious.
Wow.
I didn't realize that they were bouncier here.
It just depends
Oh,
on the
yeah.
concrete sometimes. Like
Yeah.
if it's thinner concrete, I feel like they'll bounce a little bit more the thicker the concrete is. Because there's some spots in here that doesn't bounce very well, and
Yeah.
then there's times where it bounces really well. So
And you can almost hear it in the sound too of the bar.
yeah, you can.
Oh,
What the
Whoa,
heck
what
did
was
you
that?
just do?
I'm so sorry. I was trying to get
Just
it
tried
closer.
to kill Ben.
What was
Did I
that?
break it?
I'll
Did
leave,
I
but
break
it's
it?
fine.
Something popped off.
Ben,
of it.
say you don't like the barn again, okay? I think
What
it
was
a
that?
pen. Oh no,
It was like a wire holder.
I'm so sorry. You know
Wow.
what?
that's okay.
Taylor's just breaking stuff. I said Taylor.
I was gonna say Taylor.
I just got the phone
Who's
with Taylor.
Taylor?
Sorry.
Okay.
Hey, speaking of programming,
Perfect.
Oh.
Mayhem Athlete. We've got updated packages on Mayhem Athlete that are simple and now give you way more value. Our competitor packages grants you immediate access to all of our individual programs and content we put out on a daily basis in the SugarWatt app. Live classes, workout prep notes, and more. That's what it says. It's the programming I follow. Just look at what it did to me.
Oh,
Phooey. I hate these.
that was good.
Wait, but it's the program you
If you-
created.
Or if you just want to get a good workout in 30 minutes to an hour, we have the Everyday Athlete package ready for you. Sign up to join me and the crew to do workouts with you at 8:30 a.m. Central Time, Monday through Thursday. By George, our affiliate, Mayhem affiliate programming is rocking and rolling. By George.
That's what.
Don't let your gym members miss out on fitness. Darren and the rest of us here are working hard to give you the CrossFit Mayhem fitness experience. We provide daily coaching, video, programming notes, warm-ups, cool-downs, and more exclusive content and offers. We even give away the Mayhem Athlete 5 F's of fitness. Fit, fast, functional, fabulous, and fit. Yep, I just threw up in the mouth a little bit.
That was horrible.
Who did that come from?
Go to CrossFitMayhem.com/programming to get
The
your gym and
5
yourself on our programming and join the Mayhem Athlete family.
Is that a new tattoo you have somewhere? The 5 F's of fitness?
No,
Is that
that's
a new
definitely
one?
from Dodgeball.
Oh, from dodgeball. Oh,
Dodge,
these-
I like it.
dip,
All
dodge.
these look like they're going Dodgeball. Did we do Dodgeball last
We
week?
did do dodgeball last
So
week.
these are just the same.
it's good. It's intriguing.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna
Gives us
That's
something
good.
to talk
I
We're
know.
gonna
about.
do a new round every week though. Different
Like a new movie, yeah.
Different
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
An Anchorman one.
Anchorman.
That'd be good.
I'll get Jake on that.
Dumb and
Whoever's
Dumber.
next.
That'd be
Well, that
good.
would totally be a
Yeah,
good
I'd
one
like
too.
that.
Man.
Except for half the time we do movie quotes, nobody gets them. So
Well, as long as we're laughing,
That's all that really matters.
that's all that matters to me.
Speaking of last week, laughing at myself over and over again, have you ever had the conundrum where you think like you take a big sip of your shaker.
Isn't
and it tastes
conundrum like a
soap.
wine, a box wine?
Conundrum. I don't know.
Okay,
Do you drink
never mind.
box wine? I'm intrigued.
I-
Should I try this conundrum?
I've not had it, but I think I've heard it's like a really popular boxed wine conundrum. But go ahead.
I've never seen it, and
You
I
said
feel
take
like I
a
study
sip
the
and
box wine
conundrum.
section.
That's what I was thinking too. That's why I kind of diverted.
I think
but
you made that up. I don't know if it's conundrum. I feel like I would know this.
I'm pretty sure. All right, I'm on it.
Okay, you
right.
can,
Keep
you can
going.
look it up. Okay, so anyway, the conundrum is: have you ever taken a big swig of your shaker and it tastes like soap?
Oh yeah, that
So-
happens to me sometimes.
I
if
never-
I-
But
I
you're
never
so
wash mine,
thirsty,
so
you don't
doesn't
wash
matter.
your shakers
No.
ever.
Just rinse them out.
Sometimes
And
I
if they're
have to
left
wash
too
them
long,
because
if
they
they're
get
left too
smelly.
long, you just trash them.
Yeah,
See, but you
that's
don't
fair.
put like weird like greens and stuff in yours, do you?
No.
Yeah,
Why
because I
would
put
do
like
that?
weird stuff in mine, so
Yeah.
it's like
That makes sense.
it tastes like earth, and I can't just rinse the earth out.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
You can rinse earth out.
Well, I drink soap.
I rinse it until it gets to a point where I need
I've
to
heard
wash
it's good.
it.
Conundrum wine.
But you said box wine. That's
I think you can
fancier.
get it in a box.
That's Franzia. It's the only box wine there is, right?
No, that you haven't been in the
I'm
box wine
just
section.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I do not understand though why your shaker smells so bad. Like it just
When they get smelly.
like
Yeah.
after you have one shake in it and then you go.
Well, if you leave it like in a car, like those plastic ones, if I leave
And
it in a
he's
car
back.
in the summer, it's just gotta go in the garbage. Like you
Hey, son.
can't get
Oh
the
yeah,
smell
there's
out of
no
it.
way to rescue
But
it.
these
after that
metal
point.
ones, I try to be like my CrossFit Mayhem one. I never leave that one in the car because I don't want it to get ruined. Oh, where is it?
but like
Speaking of,
I'll have something in my bottle, work out, drink it, and then by the time I take it home to clean it,
smells?
It smells.
Really?
Is that just maybe the protein, like from the
Probably.
company?
it could be. Maybe you have smelly protein.
Nobody wants
Nothing's
that.
worse than a
Smelly
protein,
protein.
left in a shaker bottle in a hot car
Yeah.
for weeks.
Well,
Oh, I just trash them. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
but
Like
you
if
have to.
if I know it sat in the truck for more than 24 hours, he gone.
I
Be
told
done.
you guys that story, didn't I? This
No.
is like I've shared this before.
I don't
This is a
remember.
horrible story, but it's
I
in
hope it
regards
means
to
that you accidentally drank like
Oh, this is-
four-day-old protein shake.
This is
'cause that
it's,
would be awesome.
it's exponentially worse than that, and this is a
But
true
when you
story.
open the cap, you can smell it.
Okay, so this was the issue. So this was back in the days of the triathlon, and
Let's act surprised here.
Right.
Everybody get ready.
So I had the shakers that you squeeze, the little like they're like cooled inside, but they, like you squeeze them, like
Yeah,
you get,
yeah. Like the
You know,
Gatorade
yeah,
bottle.
A
yeah.
water bottle?
No idea.
Yeah.
Not a shaker. It's a
Oh
bottle.
shoot, yeah, it's not a shaker.
The Gatorade bottles.
It's a water bottle.
Like
so,
one of the polar ones. Is that
That's
you're
what it
talking
was.
about?
Polar, yes. Okay. So I had 2 of those. So after whatever, biking, I'd have my protein shake. Well, one lived in the trunk of my car for probably 6 months. Like a long time. And finally I see it and I'm like, I'm gonna bring this inside, I'm gonna throw this away. Well, I had 2. So I'm getting ready for a
You
ride.
definitely drank black mold and you're gonna die.
And so, yeah, long story short, I get my water and I'm walking out the door and I'm like, I go to take a squirt. It's the rotten thing.
Oh, that's so gross.
Instantly throw up. Instantly. So yeah, it was disgusting. You won't do that ever again. And now I never have used a polar water bottle ever since because you don't know the
Why don't you
contents.
unscrew the cap, look inside, and see
Because
what there is?
I was traumatized.
Have you ever eaten something else that caused you to instantly throw up?
Eaten anything?
Or drank anything that instantly throw up? What? Jen, you shaking your
I was
head.
gonna say under what circumstance?
I ate a part of a chicken beak in Africa.
And did it taste really gross or did it mentally freak you out?
It just mentally freaked me out.
Yeah, when we had that meat, what was it called in China? It was like they do it with fish, but they did it with ground beef.
Yeah.
Al tartar or something.
Oh, you're talking about tartare, steak tartare.
Steak
They don't do
tartare.
it with ground beef. They do it with steak.
Or with steak.
It's steak. It's cubed raw steak.
The mental part of it, I didn't make me throw up, but I remember
Yeah, like
I
tuna
took one
tartare.
bite
You ever
to
tuna
try
tartare is
it
really good.
because it's like raw
Tuna tartare is
steak,
really
and I just
It's probably not the greatest.
I've
and
only
probably not in China.
I've only really actually thrown up involuntarily one time, and it's probably will ruin the whole podcast if I tell you. So I probably won't.
Okay.
The worst for me right now is, we have those Advocare drinks all over, and the kids drink them, and everybody just like drinks. Probably most of my kids, but a lot of people else drink about half of it and leave it. Well, the kids drink them. Well, Trice, mostly Trice. I was gonna say Violet too, but I think it's just Trice. He backwashes really bad.
Oh, like chunks.
And you go to take a drink because you don't want to waste them.
Oh.
And it'll have like chunks of stuff
that
in
is
it.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you don't taste it, but you just...
No,
it's there.
Oh, it's so
that's...
gross.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel? I had this debate with a friend last week. How do you feel about organ meat? Like, it was an argument because I was like, you don't actually like the taste of, like, you're trying, like, are you doing this for nutritional
I don't
content?
know if I've
like,
ever really had
like
organ
liver,
meat.
like chicken
Yeah, I've
liver,
never
beef liver, chicken hearts. Like, my dad loves chicken hearts. You know,
I've never eaten
and
that.
chicken livers.
Yeah.
I don't think I can mentally get over it.
And I think they have high, I think nutritional value.
High iron, I think.
And I think, like, I mean, I think they're pretty lean too. We'll have to look that up.
Sometimes when you hear, like, I listen to some of the podcasts and you guys are hunting and they're, hunting elk or deer or whatever, and they know how to prep it the right way and do all that. It makes me think I want to,
Yeah.
or to try it, but then I just kind of like,
I
don't know.
Or not. Like, I'm genuinely
Like, I
curious
guess if
to
you knew
see,
what you were
like,
doing.
what they take. Like, literally, for a while, like, I would walk in the house and my dad would literally have, like, a whole little, like, chicken container thing of chicken hearts, and he would salt and pepper them and throw oil on them and just be like, in, like, I didn't, like, get past, like, it's like the size of, like, your thumbnail. And he'd just be like popping
really?
chicken hearts, and I'm like, ugh.
What?
And he's like, they're really good, and they're high in iron, and all this stuff. And I was like, I just
Doesn't seem
know.
like my thing, really, but
I'm interested to understand like chicken livers and beef livers though too. To see, I don't know. I just didn't know if you guys.
We were talking about this weekend eating frog. I've never eaten frog.
I had some.
Ooh.
Was it
good.
good?
It was
You ate
good.
frog?
Yeah.
Did it
Was
taste
it
like
fresh?
chicken?
Tastes like, it literally tastes like chicken. Yeah, they
How's it prepared?
deep fried
Well, I
And
mean,
where was it
it's deep
from?
fried, and I'm in.
from Pfeiffer Mountain
was really
Ponds.
good.
Really?
Did you have
How do
some?
you
I did.
It was
hunt
good?
frogs in Pfeiffer Mountain?
You frog gig?
What does that mean?
You've never heard of frog gigging?
I mean, I watched
You have like
Duck Dynasty.
You have like a prong on a long pole, and you shine a flashlight and get them kind of like blinds them for a second. And you just gig them.
Can you eat
Stab
all
'em.
frogs or some poisonous? I feel like frog would be like a
I feel
precarious.
like in Tennessee, I don't think there are any
Poisonous.
poisonous frogs.
Are they big?
Matt and a couple
Matt,
other guys.
Marlin, and
yeah.
Burger.
And I guess they had like 42 frogs.
Yeah,
Wow.
40,
I didn't
42
know
or
there were that
45. It's
many.
25 pounds of frogs.
Yeah.
Granted,
big
you
are
can
they?
only really eat the legs. I mean, there were some that were pretty
Yeah.
good size.
It
And
was-
they stabbed all those.
I'd never really had it before, and it was.
It literally tastes like chicken. Trice was sitting
it was
on my
really
lap,
good. It was really good.
And they walked
Tastes
up
like
with it, and he's
soap.
like, "I want one," and didn't really think anything of it. And he was eating it, and then he'd give me a piece, and he'd keep eating it. Literally, it just tastes like chicken.
yeah.
I'm intrigued.
One of Easy's kids was
Yeah.
reaching up there and grabbing it and eating it.
Yeah.
And I told him, "What are you eating?" He goes, "Chicken." And I go, "No, you're not."
Stella, one of the little girls, got super upset that they killed all those frogs.
Oh, really?
Aw.
She's like 11.
That really surprised me because I was like, "Nah, I don't think I'm gonna." And then
Yeah.
I'm like, "I'm gonna try."
I'm gonna
And
try
it
it.
was
That's nice
totally
that
like
you-
Literally
eating
just
chicken.
tastes like chicken.
Nothing.
I don't know.
Not
My,
different at all.
like speaking of like my dad eats all this weird stuff. The only story my mom used to always tell to make fun of him was they were on a cruise ship somewhere, like the only cruise they've ever been on, and I guess they went to like all you can eat whatever, and it was frog legs, and it was a really rough night. And she goes, "Your dad gets in the elevator with a bunch of other people and throws up everywhere." And I was like,
Oh,
from the frog legs. And I was like, after that, I was like, I don't think I'm ever gonna have one. Yeah, I just had an aversion because she told that story so many times.
I like how we're talking about throw up so much on this podcast. Everybody's gonna turn it on.
Maybe we should
Probably,
transition.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a Brazilian steakhouse?
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing.
Where
Yeah.
you just eat so much
Yeah.
meat you feel sick.
No.
I've only been once. So
Quitter.
No, I'm serious. Same with me.
Because
Yeah.
it's non.
I
Like,
went
it's
to
like,
the-
You gotta, like, they try to trick you. They try to give you, like, the sausages and the chicken. You're like,
Yeah.
no. Give me that ribeye.
Yeah.
Give me that,
you
give
have
me
to
the
go
good
like
stuff.
starving.
Yeah.
And you
I
can't
did.
fill up on any of the other stuff.
you
Yeah,
just
we
have
did
to
that
be-
when we were at Gatlinburg
the
last
waiting
weekend.
game?
So
Just
good.
straight steak.
So
I just
good.
never wanted to go back. I had so much meat that I was just
Yeah.
like,
But I want to
Man,
know, like,
so-
how
You
many
feel
people,
sick.
I love meat.
like, how many people have it planned out, like what you guys are saying, and they're like, I'm waiting for the good stuff, and how many people get the wool pulled over their eyes? You know?
I don't know.
I
Gotta
mean-
stand strong, you know?
The problem is
Gotta know
you
your,
never
gotta know
mind.
your values and stick to them, man.
You're like, I gotta get my money's
Aim
worth.
at your truth the whole time.
That was really
Like that?
good right there. I can't wait to
That's a
cut.
mayhem mindset.
That was the
there we
best
go.
transition.
We are definitely clipping that out right there.
Stick to your
Find your
truth.
truth, stick to it. Only go with the
gosh.
ribeye, the fillets,
Skip the
bacon
salad.
wrap fillet, skip the salad,
yes, skip
no
the
cheese,
salad.
nothing that's gonna fill that stomach up.
No appetizer.
Nope, just
No
give me the meat.
greens.
What is the craziest kind of meat you've ever had, though? I've had zebra, and I thought it was hamburger.
I've not had anything super crazy. I mean, I've eaten in a lot of different countries, but I mean, who knows what?
Not that you know of.
I mean, we could have eaten something questionable in
Yeah,
China.
and in Korea. We had like a Korean barbecue, like a real Korean barbecue, and literally you just sit around a table, and in the table there's like a big metal cauldron, and they just drop charcoal in there.
Oh wow!
And then like a grate, and then they bring you raw meat, and you just cook it how you want it, and then pull it off. It was delicious. It was amazing.
That sounds really good.
Brains, that's it.
Lamb brains?
Yeah.
Really?
I told you guys it was that trip. I was in Serbia.
Oh, Serbia.
Yeah. And that's how they do stuff to their, like when they build a house. It's like a custom. Bye. To spill lamb's blood on the foundation. And then
that's right. You did talk about this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's like you're the guest of honor if you have the brains.
Well,
so
lucky you.
I had
Yeah,
brains.
Tasha's like,
In China, I ate some meat. I didn't know what it was. I truly did not, but
But you made it through.
I had ox tongue.
you had what?
Ox tongue.
tongue.
Ox tongue. Mm-hmm. What
Okay.
was that texture like?
Exactly what you think. It'd be like spongy.
Like, oh.
I couldn't do it.
I went on a cruise, and I had ox tongue and alligator balls.
Alligator balls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alligator meat is good.
Yeah,
But the
that was really
balls,
good.
I
I didn't
don't
like the ox tongue wasn't good. I had like one bite of it just so I could have it. Oh, also I ate rabbit. I ate rabbit
Oh,
too.
I feel
Yeah,
like
rabbits-
rabbit's not bad.
Yeah.
So you win, Ben.
Yeah,
I thought I think that's pretty cool.
Do you know what Rocky Mountain oysters are?
No.
You never heard of that before?
It's something's testicles, but
Cows.
I don't know.
Cow
Oh.
testicles.
Have you had
That's
those,
a big
Ben?
deal in Colorado
No,
Really?
I've had those.
Why do they call them Rocky Mountain oysters?
because they're round.
Because
That's fair.
there's a parallel.
I've always
there.
wondered about that too, but that's like a big deal in Colorado. Like they have like festivals where everybody gets together and has
And
that.
they actually, like, people like the taste.
Yeah.
That's like, I'll never forget, that was one of the episodes with Anthony Bourdain, who never says anything tastes gross, and he had Rocky Mountain oysters, and he's sitting there and he takes a bite and he has a smile on his face and he's like, yeah, that's gamey.
Man, this is a disgusting episode.
That's gamey.
Back into that.
Well, you missed what Benelli eats.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Benelli's
That's,
got
I
the
had ox
win.
tongue.
Ox tongue. That's a winner.
Ox tongue? I've actually heard of that.
He said it's spongy.
Yeah, it wasn't
course.
good. I didn't like it.
I don't want to hear my food is spongy.
No. That sounds terrible.
No.
Yeah, definitely no on the tongue. So, Rich, explain this. These go-karts that you. How did that all come to fruition?
There's nothing to explain. It's just awesome.
Where did you find them? How did we
Explain
build
awesome.
a track? Like, you were like drifting in the rain. Like, do tell, please. I'm intrigued.
Well, Darren, when was that? About a year ago? Had this grand idea to everybody buy go-karts, but
It didn't catch on
really-
until he left.
yeah, it didn't catch on.
Poor Darren.
I love Darren.
And so
Poor
It's
guy.
so funny.
we got the bright idea to get some go-karts. And
Where'd
so,
you buy them?
Facebook Marketplace.
Really?
Wow.
Guy had him on Facebook Marketplace. He was in Cincinnati. One of the guys that works at the coffee shop and cleans here, Michael, he drove up and we paid him to go get them.
Wow.
And they're awesome.
Are they fast? Like, what kind of grade?
Way too fast for what we're trying to do. Apparently, the guy says that we bought him from, he just needed some money because he does some drag racing, so he needed money for parts. He gave us, we got 3 carts, a ton of tires, extra axles, extra, like a bunch
Wow.
of stuff. And he said apparently the one, like a couple of them are worth $5 or $6 grand a piece, and we
What?
paid way less than that. It was awesome.
That is awesome.
That's
They're awesome.
crazy. Well, when you said today that your ribs were sore, I'm like, I don't think I'm envisioning the right kind of go-kart.
No, my
if
ribs
your ribs
are
are sore.
so sore because the side G's and then the chair or the seat that I have is just carbon fiber. It's got no padding or whatsoever on it. And so
Sounds
my
legit.
right lat feels like I took 50 punches from Mike Tyson.
Is that just from leaning into it, you're saying?
Well, you're just like, there's so much
The
side force
Gs.
and G's like as you're, because we just
they
made
won't
like a little
flip?
circle track. They're super wide and really low to the ground.
How fast are you guys going in this little?
Probably 30 or 40. Just
I mean,
'cause you
I
can't
was
really
surprised.
we
Fast.
kept
That's
it
like-
really small because, I mean,
But 30,
I
40
get
and
stupid
like,
on stuff like that
Yeah,
where
yeah.
I just don't have that switch that's like, hey, this isn't a good idea.
Slow
don't
down.
accelerate into
I'm
that
like,
turn.
hey, we can go faster. Like, because we started looping it out, and then there's this retaining wall right here, and we had to like put tires there just in case.
Well, that's smart. At least you're like,
I watched
you know,
for about 10 minutes, and I feel like you and Matt were going fast, and then the other 2 carts, and I don't know if we want to call him out publicly.
Yeah, Brian
but-
sucks.
Right, he was slow.
Yeah, he just didn't know how to like, because these are 2-stroke engines, so you got to wind them out, and you got to like give them some room to eat.
Right.
And this track's really small, and so he was basically just bogging it down, staying on the inside, where
Okay.
we were like, me and Matt, we grew up
Right.
basically trying to kill each other,
Right.
racing stuff.
Right.
And so that's what we were doing
I mean,
yesterday,
I don't think he
essentially.
was really disappointed that he wasn't good though, because I mean, I looked at him and I didn't know he was racing also. was like, what did you do this weekend? And he leans in and goes, let me tell you what
Oh,
I did
he was
this
excited
weekend.
about it.
I was
Good.
like, oh, okay.
Well,
I
hopefully he
thought there
won't-
was more skydiving or more, and yeah, sure enough, the death-defying go-kart. So he might not have known he was slow.
I'll say yesterday was more fun than skydiving.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because it's so much like longer.
Yeah, you're
you know?
doing it
like
for
you
an
get
hour.
to like actually.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you drive go-karts?
No, I've never driven go-karts.
Oh, I was like,
You're not driving my go-kart.
I can drive the other ones.
You can drive Brian's.
Is Darren,
you know,
oh, sorry, I was gonna say, is Darren coming down for the July 4th?
I think it's coming down after.
Yeah, it's coming for Trent Bridge.
and is he
Okay.
bringing his go-kart? More
Well, I was
important.
supposed to say he should bring his down here and let me ride it.
Right?
Yeah, we'll start our go-kart video series. I don't know what it'll be, but
Ooh.
But if anyone's suitable to
Probably.
ride a go-kart, it's Tasia because she knows how to use a manual.
But
so
the
like, they go.
go-kart's
They're automatic.
automatic.
Well, I get
yeah.
it, but it gives her street cred.
Not really.
Not
Man,
my
I'm
go-kart.
actually getting excited for when we
And
go
she's
to
also super
NASCAR.
scary. Like
Yeah.
you're.
It would be fun to watch her drive it around once
Yeah.
or twice, just because.
I would drive it at a fast yet responsible speed.
Yeah,
I thought that's what you were going to say. Yes.
Right. Yeah, no, so these all have 2 strokes on them. And what we talked, the grand plan is, who knows, after yesterday, wasn't bad actually out here, but we talked about building a dirt track. These are asphalt
wow.
carts, but you'd have to lift them a little bit and do a little bit on the
Lift
setup.
them. Nice.
Not like lift them, but like get them off the ground a little bit.
I'm thinking like these huge like lifting go-karts.
Keep going.
And so
Sorry.
we talked about building the dirt track and racing them on dirt, but we've got, like I said, these are 2 strokes, so we talked about getting cheap, like Harbor Freight engines, or
Yeah.
whatever, like a 212 4-stroke, which is a whole lot easier maintenance-wise, and everybody be on the same playing field.
Accelerate a little more.
Yeah, like these, you have to like while you're driving them, like you have to adjust the idle and adjust like
Oh,
how
wow.
much gas and air is going in. Like it's
Oh, so it is a little bit more
yeah,
complicated.
you just gotta like know how it feels and like mess around with
sounds
it a little bit, which is
complicated.
really a pain in the ass. Like
Right.
it just needs to be
Jump on it,
jump
go.
on and go, have
Yeah.
some fun. And
So with those new engines, you wouldn't have to
we
worry
wouldn't
about
have
that.
to do that. So they'll go a lot slower, might be a little bit more throttle responsive, because what sucks is like these, you kind of had to like, because it's a really short track, we had to you had to like try not to bog the engine down by if you turn too hard, it puts too much, I guess, force on the engine and it just kind of bogs down and then you can't get back in the throttle, so you just got to keep them strung out.
That's so interesting.
And so it makes it a little bit more fun, but
It did start to rain really hard, and you guys kept charging through it.
yeah, and then we came under the canopy a little bit. We drive up on here, let it pass a little bit, and then we'd go back out. That was soaking
Nice.
wet. It was so much fun though.
I was proud to say that I saw you put a couple of those giant tires in front of the one retaining wall that
Yeah,
could have
yeah.
killed
That
you.
is really smart.
Yeah.
Especially if it's raining. Have you guys ever gotten a traffic ticket?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Whoa. What did that? Strike a chord?
I've lost my license before, Tasia. Or Tasia.
okay.
Elly.
Taylor, Tasia.
I'm sorry.
No, I have not gotten a
Yes.
ticket. I've
Really?
got pulled over
Wow.
and cried.
Okay.
I didn't, okay, but I didn't fake cry. I actually real cried.
So you weren't doing it to be manipulative, you were actually
Well,
crying.
it was when I had just got my car that was a manual and I barely could drive it, and it was so stressful. I was like, I would do this thing where I'd come up to the lights, and if it was red, I would just try and slow down so I didn't have to go into first, so I'd just be in second
Oh, God.
and glide through. And I was leaving work one night. It was like late at night. I just got this car, and I was happy to have the car because I wasn't riding the bus anymore, but also the car was so stressful that like I almost preferred taking the bus. But I was driving home and there was nobody in town that I saw. There's one person behind me. I come up to this light and it turns red, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go because if I stop, I'm gonna be in first. I'm not gonna be able to get this thing started. So I just go through the red light. It was a cop behind me.
oh no.
He pulled me over. He's like, "Do you realize you just ran a red light?" And I'm like, "Yes, I did. This stupid car. I can't drive it." Like, because it was a.
And he still gave you a ticket?
No, he didn't give me a
Oh.
ticket. He was like, "Do you need me to get you home?" And I'm like, "No, I'm fine. I can get home." I remember him sitting there and just trying to get out, like, like to go. And he probably felt really
Try to
bad.
sell that. Like, oh, see, I can't.
No, I-
God, this thing.
I didn't even know how to sell it.
It was real.
It was real. I barely got it driving, then I was like, I'm not stopping again until I get home.
Yeah, that's
I've only
good-
gotten one ticket. I've been pulled over several times.
Right.
The fact that I was a firefighter helped.
Yes.
because did you cry? That's
No,
probably
I've
what
never once
it
cried. I do. You do get kind of like,
Worked it
Yeah.
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, damn, I'm going to jail.
Yeah. This is happening.
That's That's usually
And then
the
I got pulled
thought.
over a couple times. And so a couple times because I had a badge or like firefighter tags, they let me off. And then a couple times, people around here, one of the guys was like, appreciate what you've done for the community, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, thanks, I'll slow down. Like,
Yeah.
the best story, though, is Austin, my brother-in-law, was driving my truck, and we were going to hang out with Ricky in North Carolina. I think it was me, Hewitt, and Austin. Austin's driving, and the speedometer's a little off on the truck, my old truck, because the tires were bigger. And so we're almost in North Carolina. We're like Tennessee, North Carolina border. We're driving. We're kind of like, you follow somebody that's going faster just because you think you're shielded or whatever.
Right.
And so we're driving, blue lights. Austin's like, crap. Pulls over to the right lane. Cop gets up, moves around Austin, pulls the guy over in front of us. Austin's like, hell yeah. As he goes around, the cop does this to Austin, pulls us both over.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, it's so
Made him
good.
sit there and wait.
It was so good because he's like, yeah, hell yeah. And then as he's trying to go around, the guy's like, no, bro. So the guy doubled us up.
Oh, man.
I didn't know they could do that.
Seriously. What did he say the reason was?
Like
Well, they were both
he was
speeding.
speeding.
Yeah.
But
going
both cars were
going from
speeding?
Tennessee over into Virginia.
Yeah.
They do not play in Virginia.
Really?
Like right over the border into Virginia, those guys, they don't play around. If you're going over the speed limit, you will be pulled over.
Really?
They got troopers out there that are going to work, hardcore.
How fast?
Like
Do you drive, like, do you have a set speed? Like, if you're going
Yeah.
to Nashville, do you like, what do you set your speedometer at?
I go 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tasia?
I go like 72-ish
72.
in the right lane.
In the room.
Okay, that's good. At least you do
Yeah,
the
I
right
say
one.
the right lane.
I go 78. 78 is where I set my,
Whoa. I think he's got a dinosaur.
yeah, 78 is where
I had a motorcycle right when I turned 16, and I lost my license just right after 17.
How?
Just going too fast. I mean,
On
I
your
just
motorcycle?
100% could not go slow.
Can't you escape? Not that you should.
No, I don't think I ever tried
Okay.
to run, but no, I mean, like multiple times. I was going to Denver a lot, so from
Shouldn't
Fort
say
Collins,
escape, but
Collins,
harder
Denver.
to see.
You have a crotch
Nah.
rocket?
Sorry, I'm
I
listening.
had a Ninja,
You could have got
one of the
away.
early ninjas.
Did you say you could have gotten away?
So yeah, I lost the old license.
So you had a ninja from
to
just
walk.
going too fast between, what were you saying?
Just driving too fast.
Oh. So you had a motorcycle.
Driving too fast. We
You
had
don't get scared when you're going that fast. Like when you're going 100, you don't feel scared.
when you're
It's a rush.
when you're that young and you're that stupid. No, you should be scared, and
like-
you don't get scared.
I don't know.
How fast do you have to go for the line to turn solid? I've always wondered that.
Excuse me?
Like, I don't know where I heard that story, but like, if you're going fast enough on a
The dotted
motorcycle
line.
or in a car and it turns solid, how fast do you have to go for
I don't
it
know.
to turn
You should
solid?
ask Kyle that question.
Yeah, I don't ever look at the line.
I didn't even know that was.
You
a
know
thing.
you're going fast when you're riding and you turn your
I'm gonna
head,
ask.
and then you can't get your head back around.
Oh my god.
What?
that I
that's
can't.
going
Then what
fast.
do you do? Slow down to get your head to go straight?
No, you just
Yeah, you just power through it.
you just
like this?
You know what changed everything for me, honestly? Like with motorcycles and all that was after I became a firefighter.
Oh yeah.
And you started running calls where people were hurt. And you're just like, wow, like not cool. Like
No.
not going to go fast like that and do all that anymore,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't like driving too fast. And
We did that moto tour. When was that? 2015, 16. I don't remember. The CrossFit moto tour we did. I grew up 4-wheelers, dirt bikes, all that stuff, and wrecked a lot and broke a lot of things. Not body or not bones,
You
but
did?
like yeah, like I was, as my dad says, hard on shit. And now I'm getting paid back. Yeah, I'm
Yep.
getting paid back.
Yeah.
And so, when we did that moto tour, so I mean, motorcycles, yeah.
Travis loves motorcycles. Yeah, you like motorcycles?
I had probably had maybe 200 miles on the road on a motorcycle before we went on that motor tour, and we did a couple thousand.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
And we were driving way outside of our. Trace, you want a chair? You want to talk?
Oh, okay.
And at night, weaving semis I look back and I'm like, wow, that was so stupid.
Right.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Looking back, like way too fast. I won't throw out numbers of how fast we were going, but like
Around
8
here?
of us just weaving, and nobody. I mean, there was like 3 or 4 that had like real experience. No, it was all out west.
Right.
So crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, we got lucky.
Yeah. I dumped a motorcycle over with my wife on the back.
Oh no.
Right before we got married, and we were going slow, and we were climbing up a pass in the mountains, and 1 second I'm turning a corner, literally we're just going up this switchback,
Gravel.
and on gravel, and the motorcycle is just out from under me just that fast. I didn't even know what happened, and she's
Gosh.
stuck under it.
Oh,
Was she
no.
okay?
She was okay. She scarred her leg up really bad,
Oh.
and then I had to drive all the way home with her on the back in the rain.
That sounds.
motorcycle is the worst.
Yeah, that's.
And after that, I was just kind of like, yeah, I don't know, we're gonna
Good.
do this much anymore.
What's the most dangerous situation you guys have encountered? Speaking of all these dangerous things, like, what are some dangerous?
On what?
I don't know in life.
We were firefighters.
Wow.
Oh,
You
so
guys win.
you saw like real. Oh my gosh! Speaking of one of our family's apartment buildings burned down 2 days ago.
One of yours?
Wait,
Yeah,
really?
no, it was last night. My dad called
You
me.
have
The one that
Insurance?
I've been to?
No, I mean
Oh.
we drove past it, but my dad's like, I'm like, hey dad, how's your night going? Because he's usually up watching Blacklist. He's turning into the guy from Blacklist. I'm like, don't tilt your head at me when you talk. Like that's not normal. Like, that's what he does. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, how was your evening? He's like, well, one of our condos burned down. I was like, what?
wow.
He goes, some guy was charging a giant lithium battery and went outside to like smoke a cigarette or something, and poof, came back, caught everything on
Are
fire.
people okay?
burned it down. Yeah, everyone in all it was like
Got out?
6 units or something, but
Oh, wow.
Well, that sucks.
yeah,
listen.
burned down. Well, and the crazy thing, I asked him, I was like, we have a brand new fire department right there. It's literally like 2 streets over. And I was like, well, they must have gotten there really quickly. And he was like, well, it was like probably like 20 minutes. And I was like, I don't believe you. Like,
20 minutes. That's not a good response time. I don't.
That's
that's what I'm saying.
Really
Like,
slow.
I feel like if you're that close,
Unless it's a volunteer department.
no,
But
I
in
don't think
Cocoa
so.
No,
Beach,
Cocoa Beach is not.
I don't think so. I don't know, but you don't. Who knows? I mean, he's inside, so I don't know that he has any, realistic whatever. But anyway, crazy. Everyone was okay, and it's fine, and they already had like insurance people like heading out there and stuff. But just crazy, like
Wow.
boof.
Wow. Gone.
Yeah.
Well,
So
with all
there.
the changes in the fitness world, I'm a glass case of emotion. The one constant I can count on is RP strength. I love eating food as I'm eating Chick-fil-A, and I love performing great. Thankfully, I have the RP Diet app to help me know how to best fuel my body so I can perform at 100%. They've done studies, 60% of the time it works. Every time. The RP Diet app has customizable plans, whether you're trying to compete in fitness, gain muscle, or just lose some fat to look better for beach season. Search RP Diet app in the App Store. Use referral code Froning to save 33% on your prescription. Don't forget to find them on Instagram at RP Strength. Elly,
quality.
you still doing RP Strength?
It's
Oh
quality.
my gosh. I would. Whatever. It's fine.
Did you ever even start?
No.
Yes, I have my
you
thing.
did
Kind
not.
of.
No,
I did.
there's no kind. I heard you also kind of doing intermittent fasting.
Kind of. I have done that for over 5 weeks.
What in the world?
What is happening over there?
Okay.
He's way past a nap. That's what's happening.
He's like,
Looks like he's got full of energy, though.
I was gonna say that doesn't look like a nap face. That looks like a fully committed.
So how do you think that that's worked for you? Because
At first, I said it was doing absolutely nothing.
So she stops when she stops drinking wine. That's when she starts her clock.
Oh.
China was telling me, she's like, Elly just texted me and is like, well, now I got to do math because I just had my last glass of wine.
We were together, by the way, during that one conversation. And like last night, I stopped at 9 o'clock, so I could eat at 11. It's a 14.
You could eat at 1.
No. For women, it's a 14-hour window.
oh
So there. Yeah.
oh wow.
So I only have to do 12 hours, which is the same number I start at, and add 2. So
I don't know.
again, for the first 4 weeks, nothing changed, nothing happened at all. But now I felt like last week I slept like on average like 5.5 hours, and I can function like a normal human being. And I feel like it did kind of change my body composition a little bit, but it took over a month.
What about like hormone kinds of things?
That's what Tasia. I mean, Tasia, you
need
have
to do
probably
some
more
research on
insight
it.
into it than that.
I mean, I don't know the science, but I know for men it's pretty consistent and that's good and it'll work. For women, it just depends on the woman because of our hormones and everything. So it's not as consistent that it's gonna necessarily work for you.
Right.
I don't think it's necessarily bad either. It's you just got to try it and see if it'll work for your body or not.
I mean, I was doing it for the cellular benefits of it. Like, if apoptosis really does occur after 14 hours of fasting, I would like to get rid of the bad cells in my body. That's why I eat organic. That's why I do all that hippie stuff.
Have you ever considered cutting back on the wine?
Or margaritas. Or tequila in general.
I haven't had tequila in
A week?
oh,
3 days. 14 hours?
Since your last fast.
Well,
it's been a couple weeks, I think. The box wine, not so much. And Jim, I don't believe your theory on that company existing, but
You're
that's
right.
okay.
Whatever, Elly.
I don't have it that
You're awesome.
often. Good grief.
You're fine.
It's fine. Jeez,
Whatever.
everything's fine. Whatever.
It's all good.
I would just rather have like a donut than a glass of wine.
Me too. That's
Like-
the way I get. I'm like, yeah, I'll have alcohol every once in a while, but I'd rather like waste my calories on EL fudge cookies than a beer.
I
You know,
don't-
like,
I don't know that
give
I-
me 4 EL fudge cookies
Like
over a beer
sugar
any
or
day.
something. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we don't even need to go. I find it more relaxing. I have a hard time. Donut's not gonna make me
It
think
won't
less.
relax me, but
The donut's just gonna make me more high strung. And like anyone needs me to talk anymore. No.
You're right. No donuts.
Keep the donuts away from me. Give me the glass of wine, I'll shut up a little bit.
The more I work.
Okay, that
What
might
did
be
you just
right.
say?
Nothing.
You said, give me a glass of wine and I'll shut up a little bit.
I think it works
That is,
opposite. Yeah.
that is definitely not true. That is false.
Okay, so maybe I was just. Oh wait, that's one of those questions. Like, what are the lies you tell yourself?
That's it.
So good.
We
But
don't.
everyone has one.
I don't think we have
I don't
enough
know.
time in the podcast.
Every time I have a donut, I'm like, I could eat a dozen. Like I have one, I'm
I
like,
could
I
eat all
could
of
eat
them.
12. And I've never once tried it. I feel like one day I should
What
try
I do to
it.
myself
gonna
is
say, how many
I
donuts
cut them
have you
in, I
eaten?
cut them in half.
That's smart.
And so I'm like, I'm only gonna eat this half. No,
Then
it's
eat
not
them.
smart. I eat the other half. And then I'm like, then I'm gonna have another half because I'm not gonna eat the full one. And then I eat that full one. And then it turns into, well, if I eat them all, they're all gone. I can't eat anymore. That's literally how it goes in my head.
Oh, I don't know how you have the EL fudge cookies in your house because I mean there were a couple times. That's the first time I had one was I don't know it was like
I don't
months
think
ago.
I like those. Aren't they the thin ones?
No,
No,
you get
they're-
the double stuff
they're-
ones.
Oh, right.
They're
I gotta try it.
crazy good.
It's
I
like
have
a
like a
like-
routine. Like you have to get to the step to get to the top shelf because of kids. And so like literally I walk in, one step, grab, slide it open, grab it in, walk out. Maybe 2, sometimes 4.
Whatever.
And then maybe
Just
there's-
close your eyes.
Maybe there's 3 trips. Who knows? You know?
Grab a handful.
Maybe there's. Oh gosh.
I mean, you're burning calories to get there, so
Yeah, right. The steps count. So each step is 1 cookie.
you're just going on walks.
What were your favorite like kind of cookies when you were young? Like there were EL fudge cookies. They had those rainbow chip cookies. I don't know what cookies did you guys eat when you were young?
Samoas are my favorite. I think.
Oh, like
They
Girl
had
Scouts?
those when you were
Girl
young.
Scout
Tagline.
cookies.
Yeah.
Thin
Oh, yeah.
mints. Those were delicious. Frozen.
I like cookies.
I really
I
didn't.
like
Yeah,
cookies.
I didn't really have a care.
Yeah.
Have you noticed though, all of Keebler's cookies are the same?
Are they?
Just
do you mean?
different. Like
They're the same but different.
they're all like the whatever. I don't even know how you'd
Like a shortbread.
shortbread and chocolate.
With chocolate,
All of
yeah.
them.
Like
Except
what?
for there's a couple new ones
me
they've
some
come out with.
examples.
Like the one that's
Because-
a ring that has the stripes, the fudge stripes.
Okay.
There's
Oh,
that one.
okay.
There's EL fudge, and then there's a couple other ones. But yeah,
It's like
My
the
mom-
same family of elves making it,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
maybe
it's
that's all the ingredients they have in the tree.
That's it. Have you ever had those oatmeal cream pies? It's like
They're
a little
so
Debbie.
Oh, they're
You
so
had-
good.
What's right at
Have
the
you
top
had
of my
the large
favorite?
oatmeal cream
Oh.
pie? So like you get the regular ones.
Yeah.
They're
Now
good.
we're
They're good.
Get the
talking.
ones that are just a little bit bigger.
They're better?
They have so much.
How
more.
can they be
have so much
better?
more cream in the middle.
So much more
They're
cream
so
stuff in the
good.
middle.
They're so good.
That's like certain things like you just don't want to
So
know how
good.
good they are. Like you just don't need to know.
My grandma used to make, well, not make, but like buy plain oatmeal cookie, and then she'd buy like what kind of icing is that?
Like cream cheese? Or?
Cream cheese icing, and she could put as much icing as you want on them. Holy
So
cow!
good.
That's my
Oh,
problem.
that
Icing.
I love icing.
Those are good cookies.
Those are
Gosh.
so good. And no one would normally you'd think you choose chocolate or something, but those oatmeal cream pies.
They are
The
really
hardest
good.
day for me is Sundays because it's like we don't really do anything, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go eat another cookie or 6.
Good cookie steps.
It's like in what is it? Internship? You ever seen that one with Vince Vaughn? It's basically Wedding
Oh,
Crashers
yeah.
2.
Yeah.
And where he's like talking to the guy that's they're in the meeting of like what food you can take home from the office. He's like, what if somebody left a pudding out? Can I take that? He's like, you want to take pudding? Yeah, like what about a pudding and some chips? He's like, pudding and chips. He's like, yeah, maybe pudding, chips. I don't know, maybe a pizza somebody left. Like, he starts he like keeps going on, like pudding, chips, and pizza. It's so good.
Yes, to all of that.
It was a good movie, actually. I don't think it gets a ton of love, but it's a really good movie.
Yeah.
It was funny.
I remember when I used to get to make cookies and I could bring them because people would eat them, but now no one will eat the baked fresh cookies. So
I know when I go to Elly's, I'm gonna have some great cookies. That's
so
for
maybe
sure.
the cookies and the wine. Maybe that's the difference.
What? Excuse me. I'm
your
saying you guys don't
fasting?
eat cookies anymore.
Didn't Lakeland bring cookies out this morning?
She had, like Pillsbury sugar cookies. I think.
Okay, I saw a plate
She
of
said
those.
she baked them. She said, this is for everyone exercising today. I was like, that's so kind of you. I was like, did you have cookies for breakfast? And she's like, I'll have a bite. And then Trice comes over and grabs two and is like,
I felt really bad though because she was holding the plate and then it dumped on the ground.
And she picked them right back up and put them on the plate.
Oh, she did?
so good.
Okay, well, we're good.
10-second rule. I mean,
Not in
especially in
that
the
gym.
barn.
It might be like a 3-second rule in the gym.
I don't know. For those kids, it's like a few day rule.
Yeah, Trice is gonna be he's gonna be the cure to COVID. I'm pretty sure. His blood.
Seriously, they just need to draw some of that kid's blood right now.
Trice is the antigen.
He is. That
He's
needs
got
to.
green blood.
I'm pretty sure that
I
needs to
would
be a
believe
T-shirt. Trice is the antigen.
Yeah. Trice is the answer.
Seriously. Some people say it's Jesus. I say it's Trice.
The kid. I'm telling you, those. So Easy was here all weekend, and his kids and wife, and those kids and those cats are brain dead. Gotta be.
hope my wife
Anytime the cat got put down, it was picked up immediately. And then they were like fighting over the cats. At one point, one of Easy's kids I think it was Kai, had the cat head through his shirt.
Oh my gosh.
And was just like walking around with this cat head underneath his chin. And then
That doesn't even sound comfortable.
and then Violet's just carrying this thing around like in a front rack. And then at one point I look out and she's got it wrapped around her back. And then around her shoulder like it's a neck piece.
What's crazy is that the one little cat, is it Miley?
Oh yeah, she's fine.
Just takes
She
it.
still follows him around.
I
Like,
know. I'm like, you
it's not
idiot.
like they're crushing it or anything, but
As soon as they try to get away, Violet's like, and I'm like,
You're mine.
she like pushes her hips down and just like grabs the tail, and I'm like, Violet, stop it.
She's like, no, stay with me.
Love me. Did you ever watch Tiny Toon Adventures as a kid? Elmira.
Oh my gosh. That's exactly what that's like.
Yeah, but
Well,
that Haley cat, she just hides.
Oh, she's the smart one.
She's like,
She's
I'm
gonna
out.
make it. She's gonna make
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Miley's gonna hate kids or hate people, and I'm glad. I like it.
or be the most social cat of all time.
Yeah.
It could be.
I hope not.
What pets did you guys have growing up?
Dogs.
Dogs, yeah.
I had a hamster.
We had
Really?
a couple cats too, actually.
Yeah, we had a hamster, like a
outside
teddy bear
cats.
hamster, because my
Teddy bear.
mom.
What's a teddy bear hamster?
They're like really fluffy ones. She thought they were only supposed to live to be like 4 years. It lived to be like 8 or something. She was
What?
like,
Like a-
Allie, Hillary's sister, had a turtle named Franklin that lived like 21 years.
Holy jeez.
my mom's like, I got this thing, so it wasn't gonna last
They got it in
forever.
Florida as a box turtle, and this thing lived like 20 plus years.
Franklin. What a great name,
They would
too.
like, every couple days or every day, they'd, fill the bathtub up, let him swim around the bathtub, and then he'd go back in his aquarium.
cage.
But like,
That's awfully nice.
Franklin the turtle.
The girls wanted hamsters when they were little, got them for Christmas.
Yeah.
2 weeks they messed with the hamsters. Didn't want the hamsters. The hamsters are stinking. I'm cleaning
Yeah.
the.
Yep.
Tried to
They're
call the
not
pet
great
store.
pets.
They won't
Yeah.
take them back. So the hamsters took a long walk out in the field next to the house.
Yeah, this hamster.
See you later, fellas.
That's terrible. They were doing it with
Did
the
you let
wild
him go, or
hamsters.
did you
Oh, yeah,
give him the boot? Oh.
No, I just let them go. I was like, okay,
They're
I
domesticated.
hope you make it. No, no.
Oh my god.
They didn't make it.
Set them free. If you love something, let it
Let
go.
it go.
It comes back to you, it's yours.
Because I wasn't taking care of those. I wasn't.
Saying, right?
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? Flush them? You can't do that. I can't. I can't.
I think you did that.
You can't
admirable
kill
thing.
it. You can't.
There was no Facebook Marketplace.
No.
You know?
I call the pet store. Please take them back. No, sorry, we don't. People
What
try to
about
do
a
this all the
shelter?
time. We don't.
There's no hamster shelters.
I don't know.
Elly.
Just we had a bunch of
Yeah,
fields.
they take him to the shelter and feed him to the cats.
Listen, I was thinking cycle of life. Listen, there'll be a hawk come along. It'll be dinner.
Why not?
Yeah,
always
but
says
it
he
has
takes him to
lived
the
a precious life in a
sanctuary.
cage. Its whole
Yeah,
existence.
you're
It
right.
doesn't live a free life, you know?
It doesn't know how to
Who
be
knows? What if
married.
thing's still alive?
When the hawks zipped down and ate it about 30 seconds after the release.
Nah, if it wasn't
Plus,
a
I
hawk,
lied
it's
to the
probably an
girls too.
owl.
You want to talk about moving the truth?
What'd you say?
I don't know. I told them something about
Took
I
them
gave
out
them to
to
their
a hamster
friend
farm?
or I don't
They're
remember.
like,
but-
Jim, set me free.
yeah.
My mom ran over my dog one time while we were in the car.
I remember.
2 days before Christmas.
What's his name?
Did
Taz or
it?
His name was
something?
Taz. Man.
Oh,
What did you say his name was?
Taz.
I thought you said tag.
No.
Wait, did you feel it?
Yep.
oh, that's such a
Oh.
And
I
then
remember
turned
that
around and
story.
saw him just like writhing in pain.
Oh.
2 days before Christmas. It was the worst Christmas ever.
Oh man.
Your
Did it,
poor
awful.
mother.
She felt awful.
Did it recover?
No, it died.
Oh no.
Dad had to go home and
That's a horrible story.
The podcast about vomit and Taz's death.
We should just
What?
disclaimer at the beginning. You probably don't want to listen.
if your life sucks right now, don't listen to this
listen.
podcast.
If you have impressionable children, do not listen to this
It
podcast.
Gosh.
was a hard.
That's not that. I
So
mean,
you
It was,
remember?
it was December 22nd.
Oh, you totally remember it.
Oh, yeah. I remember. I can still in my brain.
Oh.
I can see turning around in the back of the car to see him writhing in pain.
Oh.
it
How
was
old were
so
you?
bad.
That's horrible.
How old was I? Probably
That is
8,
really
9.
bad.
something
Oh
like that.
man.
Yeah,
That's
it was
a
hard.
tender age
I'm
too.
telling you, it was hard.
No, that's a bummer.
Then we got Jake after that. Not current Jake. Jake, Jake number one.
How's Jake on the mountain?
Jake's old.
Jake is the man.
No, Jake's old.
Does he still do his therapy in the pond?
Last time I was up there swimming by myself, he swam in the pond by me, just back
Oh,
and
he's
forth.
so cool.
And
He's
then I'm not
like
sure
a-
he could get out of the pond. He got out of the pond. He was fine.
I was gonna say, I hope you assisted him. He's an old man.
He was really nice. I was
His
up there.
like a big
freaking
polar bear.
knees are like almost touching and his ankles are out. And you're just
He's
like,
so fluffy though.
I feel so bad. I'm like, Dad.
He's like the only like white lab I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a
beautiful-
good dog.
Was a beautiful dog. Now he's a
He still is. He's fine.
Didn't your dad have 2 dogs?
yeah, a Mufasa.
Mufasa.
A three-legged dog.
Say it again.
Fiddlesticks.
No,
Fiddlesticks.
fiddlesticks.
We sure do have a lot of new apparel around here.
Oh.
And by a lot, I mean a lot of old apparel. No pun intended. Check out all of our new women's tie-dye colors.
Ooh, I did see those. I thought you was
So
good on you.
many in capitals. All tie-dye is custom dyed in-house here at Mayhem. And don't forget, we have our newly released Mayhem Mission shirts, the original Mayhem Mission logo shirt, the Unite shirt, with 100% of net proceeds going to Mission 2540. They're a nonprofit ministry based in Amarillo, Texas. Check them out. And a Micah 6:8 Bible verse shirt. Mayhem donates 100% of all the Mayhem Mission specialty shirts to the Mayhem Mission, a nonprofit organization we've created to impact the world. You can find out more information on Mayhem Mission on our website, CrossFitMayhem.com.
I like it.
Good
stuff.
Woo! Did you guys ever have a sibling that teased you or tormented you?
Yes, 3 of them.
I was the teaser or tormentor.
I was being tormented.
My sister was a little turd.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was a brat.
Wait, you were a twin, Silver. You didn't torment your twin?
You know, like, so there were 2 sets of twins. So there were
Gosh,
4 of us
that's
kids all at
nuts.
one time. And yeah, I was the oldest, so I didn't get tormented.
You were the torment.
I didn't didn't really torment each other, though. We didn't
I
really
didn't
do
torment
that.
really either.
Yeah.
I was tormented.
I was
You
gonna
were?
say me too.
I was kind of like
Gosh.
the black
That
sheepish
explains
one
a lot.
because
Yep.
I was like a rule follower, kind of like goody two shoes type kid, and
Nothing's
my
changed.
yeah, and my other siblings are kind of more rebellious, you know, getting into trouble. So I was kind of the one that was, you know, pushed around
Yeah.
or left out of the cool
The weak
things
one.
they would
You were
do.
the weak one.
I'm strong in
They
my
had-
own way.
They had a lot of fun and you had none.
Kind of, yes, they did. Like they would like go without me to like do things like this. I remember one time they were like throwing tadpoles over the fence, and I was so upset.
That you told on him.
I did 100% tell them, but I wasn't invited to it anyways. So I mean,
Would you have thrown a tadpole?
no, I wouldn't have. But it was mean. So
What's like the worst thing you've ever done in your entire life? Like,
I don't think
just
you should.
come clean right here on the podcast.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Because I was going to say, it can't be anything really.
I mean, nothing totally horrible. But
Thrown-
I've made plenty of mistakes.
You ever thrown like a dirt clod at a window or...
Oh.
That's what I thought.
I threw some rocks through a window a
Yeah.
couple times.
Yeah.
Got in big trouble for that.
Just for
Rocks?
fun
Whose
or
window?
like?
We were at
Just someone's for fun.
no, it was like we were at I forgot where we were at. It was when we were in Michigan one time. And I was with a friend there. We were at his like grandpa's and it was like this old crappy barn. So we started throwing. I mean, what's better than busting out windows? Nothing.
I can think of a few
Have you
ways.
ever broken a window?
No.
Exactly. You've broken a window. How much satisfaction is there in breaking a window?
Really? Really?
Yeah.
This must be like a dude thing,
Oh,
right?
Back me up.
Yeah.
How
So
good?
this is a
How
total
good of a
dude
feeling is
The,
that?
the sound, I think.
Oh,
is,
it's so good.
Yeah.
Really?
All right. If you
Well,
have a broken window.
we got in big trouble.
I bet.
Windows are pretty expensive too. Actually, I did.
These
learn.
were like old barn
How
windows.
did you get
Ben's
caught?
like, I did learn. How much did that cost you?
A lot.
How did they find out? How did they know you did it?
I'm pretty sure they just heard us breaking windows.
Shattering of windows.
We were caught in the act. Like, there's
That's
no way
hilarious.
that you could lie about.
So what are you willing to admit to? Something on this podcast
Did you ever do
right
anything
now.
to your like siblings to get them in trouble, like mean wise, other than just tattle?
I mean, we would get in fist fights and stuff. So,
My
but that was
sister-
mutual.
My sister, one time, I built this like amazing, and it was amazing. I don't care what anybody says. Like block structure, and my mom will back it up too. My sister came in and wiped it out. Granted, she was like 2, still wiped it out, and this thing was awesome. So that night, she wasn't supposed to be on the like hearth for the fireplace, so I set her on it and yelled for my mom. It was so bad. I felt so bad after. I was like, man, what a dirtbag.
bad.
A 2-year-old just goes, blap.
That's really funny.
It's funny though, because things like that you carry, like sometimes you carry around like feeling bad. Like when I was younger, I remember me, my little brother, and my mom were somewhere, and I was getting a caricature thing done, and my little brother wanted to see this snake so bad, this like big snake. I don't know where we were. It was like some sort of festival thing. And the caricature took so long, he didn't get to see the snake. And I remember he was crying, and for like a decade, I carried it around with me that I felt bad about this.
And he doesn't even remember it?
He doesn't even remember it. And then one time, he fell off a monkey bar and broke his wrist, and I was like, you're fine, like, and I didn't bring him to my mom. And he doesn't even remember that either, that I was mean to him then. So just let it go.
Yeah, I was
My
gonna say.
sister blames me for breaking her
let that.
leg.
Wait, what?
We were jumping on trampoline. She was probably 4 or 5, and you know, you do the double bounce thing. She wanted me
yeah.
to double bounce her, so I double bounced her.
I mean, that's kind of
And not like super high, like
Yeah,
a half double
yeah.
bounce, because she's my little sister. Well, and she'll, if she listens to this, she's not athletic whatsoever. Never has been. I stole all of the athletic genes. And because she broke her wrist when we played wiffle ball last time too. Actually,
That's
she
right.
fell and broke
I
her wrist.
remember that.
Oh,
So
no.
I bounced her. She goes, skids, and then falls on her butt, and like her tibia and fibula landed right on the metal part of the. Yeah, so she broke her leg.
Oh.
Yes, it was a mutual offense because she asked you to do it. So.
She asked me to do it, and I didn't, you know. So she's still, that one she holds over my head still. I don't know if she remembers the fireplace thing.
That's really funny.
Probably not.
The coolest thing I ever did, my brother, and I've told this story, but I love telling it. We had a tomahawk that was actually kind of like a whistle, but it had a rubber plastic head on it, and we were wrestling and fighting, and he was running from me, and I took the tomahawk and threw it, and it stuck right in the back of his head.
What?
But he fell over like the movies, like he went down with his, and he's laying there with the tomahawk stuck in the back of his head. And you're like, oh no, I think I killed him. And it just barely stuck in his head. It didn't really do any damage, but the way it went down, it was just like the movies. It was awesome.
You're like, I am a superhero.
He just laid there. My mom came running in. That was cool.
Oh, I think I told you guys that I put the little things that you have at the 4th of July, the little snap and pops that you throw.
Under the toilet seats?
Yeah, I did that to my brother because I knew he came home and pooped every day and he tormented me and I had had enough. So
Man, it's fun growing up with siblings.
yeah.
Your siblings are cool too. I remember at the
They're
CrossFit
cool.
Games a couple years ago.
They're cooler than me.
Way cooler. Glad you said it.
One of your brothers was, I can't remember. You have 2?
I've got 2, yeah.
Yeah, one of them was like, it was really funny. He was really
It's
funny.
probably Caleb. He was always social butterfly.
Yeah,
like,
super quick-witted.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really
we
funny.
just go after each other, which that's why it's funny watching like your kids, them all fighting. I'm like, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Hillary gets so stressed when those kids fight. And I'm like, I'll let them have it. And then I'm like, oh, okay, my bad.
Whoa, too far.
When you're older, you just fight just differently. You know, we just
Yeah.
with our words, we make fun of each other, kind of like what we do here.
Right.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Lake just throws haymakers, and then Trice is in.
Haymakers.
Trice is like, okay. I've instituted a new rule. If Trice punches me, I punch him back.
Yeah, that's a good rule.
But he loves it, so.
So now he's in. Now he just wants
You
to
just
come
have to
and
dial
clean
it
your
up a
block.
little.
Yeah. I wish you guys could have seen Easy playing smack face with Kaysen last night. It was pretty funny.
How does that game work? Like you can just
It's like
just wham.
you've seen the videos where it's like some game somewhere in Europe where they like stand at a table and they take turns smacking each other. You seen that? And like the dude like knocks people out with smacking them.
No.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Google it, smack face.
There's like a league in Russia.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not probably not
yeah.
called smack face.
Yeah.
Me and Dre are boxing tonight, by the way.
Like
Are
for
you?
real?
Where?
Like you're really?
Just out here with our gloves.
You can live stream it.
Are you
Yes.
yeah.
Sure.
Go live.
Let's do it.
I'm in.
But so Easy and Kaysen play smack face, and so Easy gets first smack, and he just kind of like he hits him, but not hard. And then
How old is
Kaysen,
Kaysen?
Probably 4.
Oh.
And
Wow.
he takes full on hack at Easy. It was so good. He kind of like clubbed his back of his neck, but still was good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What's the best prank you've ever pulled off?
Oh wow.
Speaking of torturing your siblings, you know.
Think about that a little bit.
I don't really know.
I don't think I've done many pranks.
We used to do a lot at the fire station. We were actually talking about that the other day. We saw a bunch of the guys at that event we did for Kurt, and we used to mess with the one guy, Bo, a ton. There was this big statue in the front of the main station, and it was like a hollow statue, but it was like 7 feet tall. This fireman just standing there with a hose, like a 1920s, whatever,
Yeah.
like old.
Yeah.
And so one night he went to bed and we just stuck it outside his door. And middle of the night we got a call and he opens. He's like, ah! It's right there.
Freaky.
Another time we stuck an IV bag under his pillow, ran the hose up and through the tiles and then down. So every time he'd lay his head, it would spray in his face. Another time
Those are actually like legit.
Another time we took a trash can, like a little trash can, filled it with water, leaned it against his door. So when he opened his door, it soaked his feet.
I carried a Volkswagen Bug from the parking lot into the high school. Took all the door jambs down, carried it all the way in, and put it in the kind of the cafeteria area,
Yeah.
and then put all the doors back up. That was pretty cool.
Why'd you do that?
It was a teacher's car that nobody liked, and so we just hauled our car all the way in there.
How'd
Nobody
you
got
move
caught.
it? How'd you?
We carried it. Like
Carried it?
yeah,
car?
yeah,
Volkswagen, it's pretty.
not that heavy.
How
You
many
get,
of you
like
took to
6
take to-
dudes, pick the car up.
What?
We, the principal used to say cook for Highschool. Was Wayne Shanks there when you were there, Ben?
Do I?
Was Mr. Shanks still there when you were there? principal?
Haskell.
At Cookville High School?
Yeah.
No, when I was there, we had Lane Ward, and then my last year it switched to David.
Okay.
Title,
So he
tittle?
would say Cookville High School. And that was just the way he said it. And so I guess it was my junior year, but I was with some of the guys that was their like senior prank. They climbed up on the school, like above, it's high, probably 40, 50 feet. Like you have to climb up, and then there's like a little flat area, and you have to put another ladder and climb up, and then they took the L off the school. So it's that's good.
That is really funny.
That's pretty good.
It was good.
Appropriate.
Is it?
I'm not going to say who still has the L, but I don't think I was actually physically there when that happened.
Is it true that Cookville High School is supposed to be a prison?
No,
Where they
it's,
turn-
it's modeled after a prison.
Oh, okay.
So like where teachers stand, you can
Seem
see,
right.
You
Oh.
can see down. Like you only need 1 or 2 teachers at certain areas.
Right.
Because the wings are super long.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
That's the way it is.
interesting.
And then like the cafeteria and stuff, there's like a balcony where people can walk and kind of see where everybody's at, and so
I think that's smart, actually.
it's super smart.
Yeah.
Especially if you have to, shoot
Oh,
down. You have a
another-
position.
Yeah, that's right. I think that's
Yeah,
really what it's
I
for.
mean-
What was the other one? Oh, when we were in high school too. My senior year, I didn't play football, but we went to a bunch of the games. And one of our rivals, we talked this kid into stealing the goalpost pad.
Oh.
He just game's over, walks up, unstraps it, walks out of the field, and nobody figured it out till later on, and they start freaking out.
my
It was like this big, huge ordeal. We were like, "You're not riding with us," with that thing. Like he jumps in the weeds, somebody else picked him
Yeah.
up. Well, then they like tried to turn us in and try to say it was our fault because we told him to do it. And so he pulled a bunch of us in the office and like trying to like drill us to, say that he took it. And I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't with him. He didn't take it. I didn't see it. Blah blah blah. When I saw the whole thing, and comes out and the kid's like, "You told on me. You guys all told on me." I was like, "We didn't say a word actually." He told on himself. The teachers were like, "Well, everybody already told on you, so." You know, so he told on himself.
Oh no,
poor guy.
I was going to say,
Talking him into it.
there
Yep.
should have been a smoke signal or a pigeon or something.
So it was bad.
Oh, geez.
we taped a guy to the goalposts.
You taped it with what kind of tape?
Athletic tape.
That's so mean.
That was back. That's a different day. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm an old man. This is back in the day when you could do these kind of things and no one got bent out of shape.
Can't do that anymore.
Guys are running off at the mouth. Won't be quiet.
Deserved it.
This is football. This is college football players, all
How
dudes.
much tape did you use?
Everybody brought out a roll.
So-
Into practice, coaches kind of cleared off, tackled him, drug him over there,
How long
taped him to
did
the
he stay
goalpost.
there for?
I don't know. Somebody went out and cut him down. One of the coaches went out and cut him down later.
That's actually pretty. Were his feet on the ground or were
No,
they
he
elevated?
was not on the ground. He was elevated.
That is quite the visual we have
It
there.
worked though. Solved all
Yeah.
the problems.
I thought that only happened in movies.
Yeah,
no, that was
I
real
know.
deal.
It's modeled off Jim's life.
Not my life. I was just a part of it. I don't want to take full credit for all that.
That's
I
a
was-
So all in
Taper,
all
not-
these, I can't take full credit. I was just
Yes.
I just had
cog in
a,
the wheel, you know.
Cog in the wheel.
but that's way before the days now that
What decade was that?
you couldn't.
What decade?
Tasia, have you ever been in danger of like you
1996?
thought you were going to
90s.
die?
No. 90.
After I had knee surgery, they wrapped my leg too tight, and like my foot ended up having this like thing where like although they sucked all the blood out of my foot, and they think it was like a blood clot. I thought I was gonna die, but I was also on drugs.
I meant like anything dangerous.
That was dangerous.
That was losing her foot.
No.
And,
And otherwise, no, I don't think so.
You?
Nothing ever dangerous.
yeah.
Dangerous?
Well, you
Other
were a
than a car
gymnast.
wreck,
You
like,
flipped yourself through
Where
the
you
air and
put
did all
yourself
kinds of.
in danger.
Yeah, I mean, there's
What?
fear in doing gymnastics that you're gonna seriously hurt yourself, but.
Double back twists.
I almost drowned once.
Oh, actually, someone almost
in the
drowned
pond,
me once
right?
too.
Yeah, four-wheeler flipped over on top of me in the pond.
That's really scary.
Ooh, that's a scary story, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
think I
you're
told it a couple times, but yeah.
you were down to your last.
Last breath.
Yeah.
I was gone.
Well, I swam over to someone who was drowning to try and help them.
They tried to drown you.
And he tried to drown me. So I kind of had slight fear then, but I backed away from him, which
he
is
drown?
what you're supposed to do. He didn't drown. Luckily, there were a bunch of people who came out and
Nice.
helped him, but it was only for momentary. And then I was like, apparently I can't save someone and hold them up because I can barely hold
Barely
myself
swim
up.
myself.
Exactly.
Just kidding. No one makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody. You like that leeway there?
Yeah, that's gonna be good. But what movie was that from?
That's from Anchorman.
Oh, it's Anchorman. Okay.
Except for Inside Tracker. Inside Tracker analyzes your blood, DNA, and lifestyle choices to give you an ultra-personalized nutrition plan so that you can meet your goals. They literally told me that milk was a bad choice. Boy, am I glad they did too. Now I've switched over to almond milk so my knees and inside don't get all fussy. Don't act like you're not
Get all fussy.
impressed.
Rich, you're awfully fussy.
I'm fussy.
Something you would never say.
No?
Oh.
Fiddlesticks.
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 Is that the end of that ad?
Yeah, that was
Oh.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're,
Any more
I
ads?
thought there
I
was
was going to
more.
say, we're
Yeah, I
like
need to do
about
one more
at an
because we're
hour,
almost
so.
out. Yep. You know I don't speak Spanish, but gee willikers, I do speak popcorn. Kettlebros popcorn is a snack like no other. It is the pinnacle of popcorn. I dare you. I dare you.
I dare you.
to open a bag and not eat it all. I sure can't. How is it that good, you might ask? It cooks popcorn in the traditional American way. Large kernels are gently poured into a kettle filled with hot oil and pure cane sugar, then allowed to expand in their full glory in their own time. No shortcuts, no hot air. To finish it off, the kettle corn is graced with flavor. and
Graced.
Extra
Grace. That's your favorite
awesome.
part.
Favorite part.
It is available in both original and proteins flavors. As a snack, the whole family can enjoy without any added chemicals or other garbage. Go follow them on Instagram at Kettlebros and use the discount code Froning for 10% off your entire order at kettlebros.com.
I'm surprised you didn't plug that when we was talking about donuts.
I know. I
Had a good time.
blew that. That was my
Missed
fault.
You
opportunity.
blew it.
I blew
You
it.
blew it.
Run it back. Start the episode over.
Next time.
I feel like the ads are working though, because people are always leaving me Kettle Brothers like.
Kettlebros, it's good. It is
It is.
really
Really, it's a
Up
good
on Instagram.
product. Is the like? I mean, the popcorn's amazing.
It's actually
so,
really good. Yeah.
You know,
The people who run the company, though.
I don't run the company. I'm just invested in the company. Was there something? There was something off of that I was going to talk about, but I don't really remember what it was.
You ruined
It's
it.
a cool shirt you have on there. Is
I
that
like
something
that. That's
that's
actually at Froning Farms. We do have meat sticks.
meat sticks and a schmal tong or whatever.
biltong? What is it? Biltong.
Is that
It's
for
actually
sale
coming.
now?
It's coming. It's on its way. It's almost here. So yeah, we
Almost
got
there.
new American Grit collection.
That's a cool shirt. I do like
We
that.
have America themed stuff, but yeah, this one's probably one of my favorites that we've made. Actually,
Looks like Brian.
What's on there?
Who's that supposed to be?
it's a buffalo, man.
Oh, that's
know.
cool.
Is that like modeled after somebody?
No.
It reminds me of Willie Robertson
Willie.
from
Yeah.
Doug
It does
Dynasty.
kinda look
It
like
does.
Totally.
But yeah, it's just a buffalo with a American flag bandana on and sunglasses.
I like
Pretty
it.
rad.
I like it. I like the flag too on the sleeves. I haven't, I haven't
Little
seen it
different.
colored. I don't.
Yeah, a little different. Yeah, so we got snacks, sticks, bites, biltongs coming, new shirts, new hats, all kind of stuff.
Just in time for the 4th of July.
Something else that I was gonna say, but I don't remember. What it
In
was.
regards to
Well, we were talking about popcorn.
Yeah,
Kettlebros.
Donut.
No, it's not none of that.
Donuts.
I was lost. The thought is lost. What time are we at?
advertisements.
Ben?
We're at 1 hour 5 minutes.
Oh wow, we're way over.
Jeez.
All right. Well,
Holy
right, that's it.
Toledo!
No,
if
shut
you
what's
guys hung
that?
out for that extra 5 minutes,
Oh my gosh.
we're
Shut
sorry.
it down.
That's going to cost you.
We're sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost a bunch of followers
We're
there.
sorry.
We wasted an extra 5 more hours of your life. We're sorry.
Yes.
5 more minutes.
Ben, did you see any of the conspiracy theories that somebody put out there? Something about J.P. Morgan sinking the Titanic.
Oh, I did see that one.
Oh, wow.
I did see that one.
Ooh,
there's
think of Titanic one.
There's a lot of conspiracies on Titanic.
Yeah.
We should do a conspiracy
mean-
theory episode.
Ooh, yeah, let's do it. That'd be so fun.
The problem is we can't really say we're for it or against it because
Well, yeah.
You can get shut
It's-
down. Rogan gets shut down. Well, they demonetize his stuff, but yeah.
Oh.
I do feel like the people want to hear that little bit of wisdom, though, from you at
You
the
got
end.
anything?
What was it the first week was? I'm trying to remember.
Oh,
Buy
yeah.
your wife flowers was one of them.
Yep.
Oh, the wisdom.
Yeah,
Right.
just
Yeah.
the
And
little piece of-
wisdom.
I've actually been over here trying to think of one, and I couldn't think of anything. I guess just be nice to your family.
have your pets
Right.
and your
good
pets.
one, Ben. I
Good.
like it.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about being
Feed
mean.
your dogs.
Yeah.
Have your pets spayed and neutered.
Okay, Bob Barker. Is the price right? Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Actually, I do have pet sea monkeys.
You have sea monkeys?
Yeah, I do.
No.
Sea monkeys from Mars, and they're out of food. They're out
Oh,
of
they're
food.
from Mars?
Yeah, I was telling you guys about this a few weeks ago. I finally ran out of food, and I don't know what to do.
Oh, that's what we need to talk about is your stupid game.
What game?
The manifest game.
Manifest game.
Oh,
No, we have to
rando
get into
nodding.
that.
Yeah.
The what?
Rapo nodding? That's what it should be
The
called.
what?
Maybe not. Well, you never
Predator,
know.
Well,
Predator nodding?
Yeah.
You tried it and it didn't work, so.
Yeah.
I have
tried
no
it
idea what you're talking
twice.
about.
Oh, wow.
It's some
Twice.
game that Haley's talking about where you manifest what you want or think about what you want and you go to this location and it's supposed to appear there.
What?
But they know your location and
Yeah.
they're luring you in so they can kill you.
I was gonna
This
say
is what
yeah.
I'm really concerned about
The,
TikTok.
the object, like they say,
sounds
is it's just
concerning.
getting kids out and exploring. Like, because kids don't do that anymore.
Right,
Sure.
maybe they should go to a park.
Yeah.
And,
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nice walking trails, hiking trails around.
Yeah.
Yeah, jump rope.
Waterfalls.
Yeah.
Maybe try some CrossFit, some double dutch.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Go play some
Dutch.
hopscotch. Go play some wiffle ball, you know?
Oh.
How about
Double
canoeing on a
Dutch.
pond?
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
I mean,
life-
it is really
You
sketchy,
can swim.
and people
Yes.
have had
Or with
weird
life jacket.
experiences
Life
with
jacket.
it. But
Yeah.
I mean, they took me to somebody's house, and I couldn't go down the driveway because they had a gate. But
If it took you to my house,
Yeah, because
you'd
they're
probably
going to
get
lock
shot.
you in. They're going to lock you in and kill you.
Yeah, this
I don't know.
sounds precarious.
I don't know. Well, the guy
Sounds
who made
stupid
the app,
is what it
Yeah.
sounds.
he's very vocal about everything. He gets on there and he talks about stuff. And the guy who made it, he
Did you
seems like
make
a stand-up.
$25,000 speaking of that?
Huh?
Did you?
Oh, dude, that's tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's some app. The person that keeps their finger on the phone the longest makes
Wins-
$25,000.
Yeah.
You should
Then
just tape your
I could
hands to the
see
phone.
you winning that.
I'm doing it. I already
could-
told Dre I'm still probably gonna come do the live tomorrow, but
You
I'm
realize
pull-
it's going to be days.
yeah,
It is.
I'm pulling all nighter Tuesday.
Somebody's
And
gonna do
I won't
that
be there
for you.
Wednesday.
Tape your hand
Just
to
tape
it.
your
Yeah,
hands to
no,
it.
I'm literally
But you can fall asleep.
I'm gonna keep a charger in my phone so that anywhere I go I can just plug up. And the hard thing is though you have to move your thumb like every 4 seconds.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, well,
Oh,
so
that's hard.
a little like a circle will pop up and it'll say move your thumb here and it'll have a 5-second countdown.
Oh, that's
so you
different.
have to move your thumb
That
there.
is
There's
That's
no
different.
way.
awful.
Yeah.
That's
I
different.
like
Yeah.
it.
Every 4 seconds it does that.
So that's not going to last as long then. That's not going to be
No,
days.
I don't
That's
think
going
it'll
to
last
be
as long
pretty
as
quick.
people think. But people have already made machines that have that pick up heat. I guess you know,
That's
like
lame.
yeah, and it just goes around in the screen. But surely he'll have some kind of like verification thing set up.
You have to have a video on you at all times. We could follow you around with a camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll just go live with you
You'd
for...
be like, can Ben win $25,000?
I know.
Yeah, I already told Tab that I was like, you're gonna have to like watch Rowan. Like I'm not gonna be able to do anything.
He's all in.
Full
I'm gonna
attention.
be an absent dad for the next, I don't know.
It'll be worth it if you win, so don't blow
Yeah.
Oh
it.
yeah, I mean,
Just don't blow it.
even if it takes me a week. Come on, it's 25 grand in a week. That's a good payday.
I really feel like you should do all these things.
Yeah.
We should
Like-
make video series of Ben doing all
I
this.
agree.
Yeah,
The problem is like not getting paid to do these things if you lose.
Well, you,
Because you just
But-
lost like
but we
3
can
days of
monetize
work.
we could
for
monetize
YouTube.
it.
Yeah.
We could monetize it. We get you some
he's skipping work.
sponsors.
We get
Yeah.
some sponsors.
It's like, and
I
I
give you
thought
10
this
bucks.
too.
I'll sponsor you for $10.
Okay.
Okay,
Sounds
I
good.
will too.
But
Is
I
that
want
just
Start a
a
Kickstarter.
Right here,
Yeah, that
you
is
just
it.
made $30 at the
I want a
table.
percentage of your winnings, though.
Yeah.
I told Dre
Oh, smart.
if he let me have the day off, I'd buy him something with the money I win.
What'd he say?
Is it cool? He didn't say anything.
Cool.
All right,
I think we should do like a
Yeah.
WWBD bracelet to start this
What would
out.
Ben
What
do?
would Ben do? I mean,
Yeah.
there's a whole thing we could do here.
You gotta find a bunch of these challenges, and we'll figure out a video series to do it.
Dude, I'll do all of them. I don't care.
That'd be good.
You got
Alright.
it, Ben. We believe.
Yeah, I got no more ads.
We believe.
MayhemMindset.com.
We're doing great.
Doing great.
Join us.
Join us. If you want to stay true to yourself and not eat those cookies.
Oh wow.
Go for it.
Don't do what I do then. Do what I say.
Peace.